All right, everybody. It is time to train our zombie vehicle to move forward and back. So we're going to write some behavior-based programming for our zombie vehicle. So go ahead and open up Robot C. And while that's loading, there's 3 types of behaviors. There's complex, simple, and basic. We're just going to do some basic behaviors. Basic behaviors are things as simple as start motor, stop motor, turn left, turn right. So we're going to start with some basic stuff first. So hopefully that program is opened up by now. You're going to go to File, Open. Either one, I go with Open and Compile. And hopefully you have your desktop and Robot C folder open up there. And then you're going to select testbed. Testbed C is going to open right up. So what we need to do right now is create some code for our vehicle. So to do that, we're going to start with something called pseudocode, which is, if you can see right here, we're going to type in some pseudocode, which is some regular language that we can understand, and then we're going to put it in coding language. So we're going to start with our task. We are going to program the vehicle. So go ahead and type this in with me, to ... We're going to program our vehicle to go forward and reverse. We are going to program our vehicle to make, forward and reverse. I'm going to start a new line. Make sweep turns, and a sweep turn is when one wheel turns faster than the other. My gosh, learn how to spell. And then we want to train our vehicle to make pivot turns. And what are pivot turns? When one wheel is turning, the other is stopped, meaning the other wheel is stopped. All right, so some pseudocode. Let's start with going forward and reverse. I'm going to start with that one. So again, pseudocode is just our language of step by step what we want our vehicle to do. So I want it to do forward movement. So in order to do forward movement, I'm going to, next line, I'm going to hit tab that in. I'm going to start the left and right motor, and I'm going to do it at, I'm not going to go full speed. We're going to just do half speed. Full speed is 127. We're going to do half speed. We're going to go at 63. So 63 will be like the setting for how fast that vehicle is going to go. And I'm just going to do it on for 2 seconds. So we're just going to let it run for 2 seconds. We're just trying to get a feel for this. Then after 2 seconds, I want it to stop the stop left and right motor. Got to stop them both. If not, it'll just start spinning. So here's my basic commands. In order to go forward, I'm going to turn on the left and right motor, doing it at half speed with 63. I'm going to keep it on for 2 seconds. Then after 2 seconds, I want it to stop. So I have to tell it I need to stop the left and the right motor. So then I'm going to test out going in reverse. So reverse movement. All right, so to do that, again, I'm going to start the left and right motor. And let's still go with at half speed. And again, that's 63, but because I'm going in reverse, it's going to be a negative 63. And then, let's keep it on for 2 seconds. And then I want to stop the left and right motors. So pause this video and get this typed in. So hopefully you have that typed. So this is pseudocode. As I said, it's just like our instructions. So now I have to take the pseudocode and write it into programming code for the computer so that the Cortex can understand that. So what you're going to do is you're going to look to the side right here. Remember, we said that we were doing natural language, double checking. Platform type. Remember, we're in natural language. So I'm going to select natural language right there, and this is a movement command. So I'm going to click movement, and here's my start and stop motor. So what's really kind of cool, there's a lot of dragging and dropping. So we're going to drag where it says start motor, and this little section is where the code goes. So where it says task main, this is the instructions for the Cortex. And it's pretty picky about how it wants its instructions. So start motor, but now I have to tell it what motor and what speed. So whatever's here in black, see I'm moving my cursor right there before that print comma. I'm going to backspace. And my first instruction was start the left motor. So I'm going to start left motor. And remember, when we wrote in our sensor information and motor setup, we had left, L-E-F-T, capital M-O-T-O-R. If you don't spell it the exact same way as we did before, it's not going to work. Now, our speed we said was going to be half speed, which is 63. So I'm going to take the word speed, I'm going to backspace, delete that out, and write in 63. So then there's a semicolon. So this is the command. Now, I am going to then write what instruction this is for. So I'm going to // it's going to turn green. And this is to start the left motor at half speed. And then I'm going to start the right motor. So I'm going to go start, drag that over. Now I'm going to make sure that this says right motor, M-O-T-O-R, capital M. Remember to put that capital M. And again, that speed is going to be 63. All right, // start the right motor at half speed. So I just took care of the pseudocode, this line right here. All right. So, and I want this to be running for 2 seconds. So now another command, wait. I'm going to tell the motors to wait and keep running for 2 seconds. So over here, we're going to drag wait time, bring that over here, and I'm going to backspace the words wait time and type in, what did we say? We wanted it for 2 seconds. So I'm going to type in 2. And that's going to // and that's the command that says the motor will run 2 seconds. Well, motors will run 2 seconds. All right. Then after it's run for 2 seconds, I want it to stop. So we're going to go back up to movement, stop motor, dragging stop motor. Oop, come on. Stop motor. Dragging. Why aren't you dragging? There we go. Ooh, don't want that. Let's go back up. Stop motor. And I have to stop the left motor. And then I have to stop the right motor. Again, I'm deleting out where it says motor port and typing in R-I-G-H-T, capital M-O-T-O-R. I have to do my // right here, so that means I am stopping left motor, stopping right motor. All right, so this is the commands for the computer to move forward. And right now I'm just moving over moving it forward for 2 seconds. Now I'm going to write command for it to go in reverse. So after it has stopped going forward, I want it to then go in reverse. And I'm going to go the same speed as before. So what I need to do now is go ahead back to movement. I'm going to drag start motor. So let's start with the left motor again. You don't have to. You can start with the the right. So left, M-O-T-O-R. And the speed now is going to be 63 for half speed, but I want it to go in reverse. I'm going to do a negative 63 / start the motor, left motor. Left motor, half speed, in reverse. Awesome. All right. Because I just don't want it just spinning in a circle, I want it to actually go in reverse. I got to make sure that I get the right motor going also. So start motor. This time I want it to be the right. One key thing, please make sure that you're spelling everything correctly the way we set it up when we did the motor and sensor setups, because if not, it's not going to work. And again, I need that to be the same because we want it to go back evenly. So / / and right now I'm feeling a little lazy. I'm just going to copy that, paste that there, but this is going to be the word right, R-I-G-H-T. All right, so it started. Let's run it for 2 seconds again. So we're going to go to wait time, dragging that over, and that wait time we said is going to be 2 seconds, and / motors will run for 2 seconds. And then after that, I want it to stop. So going back up to movement, stop motor, dragging that over here. I need to stop left motor, stopping left motor, and then stopping the right motor. Alrighty, / stopping. Okay. Right motor. Oh, okay. All of these steps just to go forward for 2 seconds and back for 2 seconds. All right, so I've just now written the code that's going to then go to the cortex and tell my vehicle to move forward and to move back 2 seconds each. All right, so the next thing I need to do is you're going to go to the top and you're going to hit download firmware. We're just going to make sure that everything's up to date. So clicking download firmware, I clicked OK on that. It's going to download, make sure everything is up to date. Then you are going to oh, good. Successfully done. You're going to compile, and you are going to make sure you hit compile right up here, and you're making sure that everything is good. So down here, see how it compiler errors? I have no errors. That means I typed everything correctly. If you have compiler errors, that means somehow you typed information incorrectly, and it doesn't jive with what's up here in the pragma statements. Okay, so mine are fine. So if you get that problem, go back and check your spelling. You'll kind of see that they won't be the same color. See how mine are all blue here. My commands are right here also in red, and my pseudocode information is in green. All right, so it's good. So what you need to do is grab an orange USB cord, plug it into your laptop. So plugging my USB into my laptop. I'm going to take the other end of the USB and I'm going to plug that into the top of the cortex. got that done. Then I'm going to plug in my battery into the Cortex, and I'm going to turn my Cortex on. There's a switch right next to the battery. And then you're going to see that there's green lights. Cool, I'm all good to go. So now I'm ready to download these commands to the Cortex on my vehicle. So I'm going to hit download. So debugging status, everything looks good. It's ready to start. You can put your vehicle on the ground, but remember it's tethered to that orange USB. So make sure your laptop and the cord are pretty close to each other so that you can drive the vehicle. So I would advise taking that laptop and sitting on the floor with it. So I know you can't see mine, but you can hear it. So I'm gonna hit start, and you can tell my motors are going forward. They stopped, and there was no pause in between, and they just did a reverse. So I'm gonna do it again, going forward, stopping, and going in reverse. Cool, give it a try. Once that's done, we're going to move on to the next program and doing a lot more than just stopping and going forward. Know that you can play with the different speeds. I mean, if you want to change the speed to 127 and go full, you can. You can go as low as 20 on the speed and go really slow. I'm going to let you play with that for a little bit. So thanks for listening, and then we'll move on to the next. Oh, wait, we need to save this. So before you move on, hit save. And it should save. Ah, crap. No, don't hit save. Go File, Save As. Rename this as Zombie. So call it Zombie. And then hit save. My bad. Hopefully if you hit save, that'll be okay. Just hit save as now and save it as Zombie. Thanks for listening.